Good morning, all. We have with us today Jimmy Robinson, who played with Leigh from the very beginning and in through several projects. Welcome, Jimmy.
Hey, Rick, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
We're doing great. And you?
Very well, thanks.
Well, let's start by talking about when you first met Leigh and your evolution in music with her.
Well, we started my band Woodenhead, my electric fusion band, and our first gig was at a place called Ford's Place in New Orleans, run by our friend Jimmy Ford, who's a musician himself. I'd known him for decades. Our first gig was there. It was right around the corner from Tipitina's. And I met Leigh there. She was playing in an acoustic duo with another young lady. They were very young. She probably was not even 18, I don't remember. But they were both playing acoustic guitar, and she sounded great. We became friends. And I met everybody there. I met Ramsey McLean, Charles Neville, Ron Cuccia. I mean, the who's who of New Orleans musicians all played at this place. And I kind of got to know John Magny from the Percolators, everybody there. But I was really taken with Leigh, and we became friends. And kind of went from there. And then over the years, we did the odd gig together, formed a couple of different groups. One was the all-acoustic band. It's kind of a bluegrass instrumental format, but it was Leigh's idea to do like Hendrix and Zeppelin tunes and jazz standards and kind of hillbilly them all up, if you would. And went on to do just countless other things, a bunch of jazz fest shows, and recorded with the Louisiana Philharmonic with Leigh singing and a bunch of things like that.
Anything particular stands out?
Yeah, I think the concert with the LPO, that's the Louisiana Philharmonic, that was really special. I wrote the arrangements. We did one of Leigh's songs, and we did the Hendrix song, The Wind Cries Mary, with these big, lush string arrangements. It was really beautiful. It was out at a theater at Loyola University, and that was the real high point. Leigh's Jazz Fest performances were always spectacular. She'd put together these giant groups of musicians. At some points, she would have like 3 guitar players, 2 keyboard players, a horn section, drums, percussion, bass, a bunch of extra vocalists, and it was, sometimes it'd be 16 people on stage, and we do a real cross section of the music that she's done. We did some arrangements that I wrote for the horn section, and we did a lot of acoustic stuff, electric stuff, but every year it was just something special. She really pulled out all the stops. I don't know any style of music that she didn't excel in. I mean, she did jazz standards, she did rock and roll songs, she did blues, she did all kinds of stuff. I mean, anything you can imagine, she just was really good at, and she had a talent for bringing together the great musicians. Just about all the who's who musicians in New Orleans played with her, and it was always an honor. Always an honor to be on her gig.
Everyone seemed to play better with her.
Yeah, and she would put together musicians from totally different genres that we probably would never play together otherwise. I mean, I've been on the stage with these jazz virtuoso players and, blues guys and classical players, and she just had a knack for pulling it all together.
So what were some of the tunes that you played with her in particular groups? Because didn't you do the cue ball recording with her?
Yeah, I'm on that one, and I'm also on Purple Heart, the record. I think that might have been a post-Katrina record. And a couple others. To be honest, I can't remember all the titles, but I was on a bunch of her recordings, as were a lot of New Orleans.
Now, when you were working with Leigh, I'm sure there were so many songs that were great, but what 2 particularly stood out for you?
Well, here's 3, actually. The 2 songs that we recorded live with the Louisiana Philharmonic were Leigh's song, I'll Keep Dreaming. It was a really beautiful song that she wrote, and we did a big lush string arrangement for that. That was a high point. We did the Jimi Hendrix song, Wind Cries Mary, on the same concert, and same deal. She just killed it. And then with my group Twang Rama, we had an arrangement of the Easy Beats Friday on My Mind, kind of a complicated arrangement that we did. And she sang along with that and blew the roof off the place. It was really special.
Now, on the cue ball record, there was a recording called Everlasting Love, which just had this amazing sort of bluegrass introduction into it. And how was that?
Yeah, I remember that. We had my partner Cranston Clements, great guitar player, Mitchell Moss, the mandolin player, Tom Marin, the violinist, and Paul Clement, who also plays with me in Woodenhead, on upright bass. And that was really fun. Great song. But we came up with the band would do kind of crazy, supercharged bluegrass versions of a lot of songs that people that you'd never expect to hear in that format. And that's one of the things that really lit those arrangements up.
It worked so well. We are going to play I'll Keep Dreaming, the song that Leigh wrote and Jimmy did the string arrangements for.
I've seen your face in 1,000 kinds of light. I've heard you tell your tales of how nothing turns out right. How'd you get so cold inside that now you cannot see how you come back to life again with the warmth I have in me. But till I found a way to guide you through my door, I want you to believe you don't have to be afraid. Never will I break this promise I have made. Your heart is like a star buried deep down in the ground. I'm gonna shine it like a diamond and put it in my crown. But till you heard me say that you don't have to be lonely anymore.
And we're going to play The Wind Cries Mary. Here we go.
all the jacks are in their boxes, and the clowns have all gone to bed. You can hear happiness staggering on downstream. Footprints dressed in red, and the wind whispers Mary. A broom is drearily sweeping up the broken pieces of yesterday's life. Somewhere a queen is weeping. Somewhere a king has no wife, and the wind cries Mary. Traffic light that shone a blue tomorrow down on the emptiness of my lonely bed. The tiny islands stagger on downstream, 'cause the life they live is dead, and the wind screams Mary. Well, the wind never remembered the names that it's blown in the past, and with its crutch, its old age and its wisdom, it replies, no, this will be the last, and the wind cries Mary. Oh, Mary.
thank you, Jimmy, so much for being here today. Do you have anything you'd like to add?
Well, it was my pleasure being here, and we miss Leigh a lot, and we're going to do more tribute concerts to her down here in New Orleans as the years go by. We kind of do one every year on some form or another and get the whole gang out. So, pleasure being with you. Thanks, and we miss Leigh.
Oh, yeah, we all do. And thank you again for being with us.
My pleasure. Talk to you again soon.
Thank you all so much for being with us today. And good night, little Queenie, wherever you are.
Here comes